In this sponsored tutorial, I'm going to show you how to create and sell courses online using the WP Courseware plugin. It's a fantastic plugin, has lots of features and options that you're going to need to sell courses. And if this is something you want to do, check out this tutorial. We're getting started right now. Over the course of this tutorial, you're going to see step by step all the things you need to do to create a course and sell it online. So we're going to actually create a course, which we've done here, how to compete in a triathlon. And this top header is created with Elementor. The theme itself is Ocean WP. The modules that you see here and the units, those are created with WP Courseware. And if you click into any one of these, we see the actual unit page. There isn't much here because there's this demo content, but this is where you put the content that teaches people to do a certain thing. WP Courseware has some great shortcodes that allows us to do things like this, where we can have our course progression right over here in the sidebar. I'm going to show you how to add the product to WooCommerce, link it to your courses, and actually sell them. I'm going to go through the process of adding it to your cart and actually checking out using my Stripe demo account. And we're going to do all of this right now, front to back, step by step, so stay tuned. We're starting with a plain WordPress install I've installed locally using Local by Flywheel. Link in the description for a tutorial on how to do that. I have installed one theme, Ocean WP, free version, no settings changed. We'll do that later on. I've installed two plugins, WooCommerce to sell stuff, and WooCommerce Stripe Gateway to accept payments. We're just going to use test mode to test the Stripe Gateway. We're actually going to, the course we create, we're going to sell it as a product in WooCommerce. And we're going to create the course using WP Courseware, which is an awesome little plugin. Has some great features that we're going to run through as we build out this little course. And it's built by the guys at Fly Plugins. Once you bought the plugin, I'll show you how in a little bit. You log into your member account, you go to downloads, you download WP Courseware, click on the zip file to start the download, and you save it to your hard drive. And then once it's on your hard drive, head back into plugins, go to add new, click on upload plugin. Now you can click on choose file to find on your hard drive, or you can drag and drop it into here. I'm just going to drag and drop mine, and there we go. Then click on install now, and then activate plugin. And at the top here, we're asked to enter our license key. Let's click on this link. You need to enter it right in this field here. You can click on this link right here to go to the member page, or if you're still in there, just click on license keys, copy the license key, go back to the site, paste it into here, click on activate, then click on save. Our license is now activated, and we can choose to allow tracking by checking this box or clicking on allow. Choose which one you want to do. I'm going to allow it because usually when you allow tracking, you help the plugins get better. So now we have this learning management system, this course building plugin installed, where we can do a whole lot of stuff. And I've used LearnDash for a number of years, and WP Courseware is actually a lot more streamlined than LearnDash. And we're going to build a course right now. So I'm going to click on courses, I'm going to click on add new course. The add a new course page is where WP Courseware starts to set itself apart from the other plugins that allow you to build courses. And that's because you can do everything related to a course on this one page, at least for creating all the modules and setting all the settings. Whereas LearnDash, which I've used for many years, like I said, you create a course on one page, you create modules on a different page, you create lessons on a different page, and each of those modules and lessons have their own pages. So you end up, if you have a course with 20 modules and 40 lessons in total, you have a lot of pages you have to manage. We can do it all from this one page in WP Courseware. So that's super awesome. Super awesome. I'm going to create a quick course right now. So we're going to call it How to Compete in a Triathlon. And to add a module, we just click on Add Module. Let's give it a name. Let's call it The Swim. And here we have a fancy WYSIWYG editor, which is the classic editor for WordPress. You can add whatever you need to here to introduce the module and tell everybody what it's about. I'm just going to call it Swimming Techniques. Click on Add Module. Success. Module added. That's great. We can X out of this. Now we have our new module right here. It's going to add another module. I'm going to call it the bike. I like to stick on the text editor. Let's call this biking techniques. Awesome. Add module. Add one more. I'm going to call it the run. Not the runs, just the run. Let's call this running techniques. Add module. Now we have our modules. Super simple. You can click on these hamburger icons to drag and drop them to reorder them if you want to. Very easy to do. To add a unit, just click on plus add unit. Let's call this breathing techniques. Just going to use that same description. Add unit. I'm going to add one more unit manually. Then I'm just going to fast forward so you can see the process of doing them, we don't have to sit through all of them. Click on Add Unit again. I'm going to call this one Faster Swimming Hacks. Add unit. So now we have 2 units inside of the first module. We click on this down arrow to view them, and there they are. I'm going to add 2 units to each of these modules as well, but I'll fast forward through it so you can see the process, but you don't have to see it in slow motion. So now we have our course modules and lessons completed. We would have built by now about 10 or 12 pages in LearnDash. We're still on just this one single page in WP Courseware. So now that we have the actual courses there, the units there for our course, let's go through some of the settings we have. So this first one, the units only become available or visible as they're completed. And this is usually how courses do it. So people have to mark a unit as complete before they get the next one. Or you can check this to have all units visible. Course access, you can have it so when anybody registers an account, they automatically get access to the course. So if you have it so people can just register for your website, whoever registers will automatically get access to the course. Manual, somebody registers to your website, but then you have to add them manually to the course. And if you have something like WooCommerce and a payment gateway, and you sell courses as products, and people get access after they pay, that will overwrite whatever you choose here. This is only relevant if you're not selling the courses on the site with a payment gateway. We also have the ability to add a description, which is a course description, pretty self-explanatory. Payments, you can select the payment types for the course, free, one-time purchase, subscription, and whatever you set here is also overwritten when you use something like WooCommerce. So this is if you're not using WooCommerce. Messages are messages that are sent to the students in the course throughout the course of the course. So we have a unit complete message, and it says, you've now completed this unit. And you have a course complete, unit pending. Unit pending means you have not marked it as complete yet. And that goes hand in hand with the setting we saw earlier, where people can't progress until they check a box or click the Mark Complete link to mark it as complete. These are all pretty self-explanatory, and you can set the text for the messages by just hitting the drop-down, change the text. Emails are emails sent out from the site to the members of the course. So you set the from address, the from name, let's make this Bjorn, the admin email, and then we have the emails that you can configure. Course complete, module complete, unit unlocked. This is important if you drip out the units. I'll show you that in a little bit. Quiz graded, final summary email. Pretty self-explanatory. And these ones allow you to add merge tags. A merge tag is like this right here, where it adds in module title. So module and then module title, complete. Hi, first name, and it pulls all this from records in the site, and it fills in dynamic data, so you don't have to replace or manually send all these emails all the time, and they're customized to the individual. And you can see all the merge tags by clicking on these little merge tag icons, and it shows you all the merge tags you have available. Just click on them, and they're inserted into the email or the subject. Super simple. And you save those, and they're all customized and ready to go for this specific course. Certificates for this course. This allows you to create a certificate. So if someone finishes the course, they will get a certificate that they can print off and put on their wall. And prerequisites are courses you have to have completed before you can take this current course. I only have one course on the site, so I don't see any here. But if I had other courses, I'd be able to check a box and say, this is a prerequisite for this course. And for how to compete in the triathlon, maybe a prereq course would be how to ride a bike, because you can't do a triathlon without riding a bike. So maybe you have to complete that course before you can do this one. You can set that here. The instructor, this is just information about the instructor, and that's me. And tools, some basic tools that allow you to bulk or grant bulk access, meaning if you have, say, 1,000 students, and maybe they're all on lifetime memberships. So whenever you create a new course, everybody gets that course. And some plugins would make you go through all the user records and add them to the course manually. This plugin allows you to say all existing users. So you just click on there, and all existing users on the site, if you have a lifetime membership, and that's the only membership level you have, then they would all be added to this course, and it would all be great. Now this would be a lot more complicated if you're using membership plugin, And the membership plugin will allow you to create levels. So maybe you have a bronze, silver, gold level, and they get different courses based on which level they're assigned to. And so granting access to all users would not work for that. Something to look out for. Reset progress. You click this button. Every single user's progress who is assigned to this course, who owns this course, who takes this course, who's taken it, whatever, if they have stats on this course, they are reset to 0 and they have to start over. So be scared of this button because people will complain if you reset their stats and they weren't expecting it and didn't want it, they will not be happy. So make sure you click this button only when you really have to. And we also are able to add categories and tags because this is a custom post type. Courses are custom post types inside of WP Courseware. So you have taxonomies like categories and tags and add a featured image. And we have a couple shortcodes here which allow us to display the course on the front end. And that is awesome. Now we're going to take a look at the course after all that. Click on Publish and then click on View Course. I'm going to Control click or Command click to open that in a new tab. And we have a page not found error. This is fairly common. To fix this, head back into your dashboard, go to the WordPress settings, go to permalinks, scroll down to the bottom without making any changes, click on Save Changes. Now come out here, refresh this page. So here's how our brand new course looks. Has the title. Ocean WP has a title up here as well, which we're going to get rid of in just a minute. But we have our modules, our units, and we can't click on anything except for the first one because that's what we have set. We have it set so they have to mark the first one as complete, which we can do right here, and then they can progress to the next one. So if I go back to the main course, refresh, now that we marked breathing techniques under the swim complete, gets a check mark, and now we can access the next one. And people can progress through the units as needed. And of course, in the WYSIWYG editors, I just added a couple words of text. It's faster swimming hacks. So you can add videos in here, you can add pictures, PDFs, whatever media you need, you add into the course units and even the modules as well. And people can consume that content and learn. And if you don't like how this displays, you can spruce it up with some CSS. We can actually also install a page builder like Elementor and create a custom template for the courses page itself. So we can design this entire thing how we want it and use a shortcode to display the actual course content right here and actually have it dynamically added to that course template page. You can only do this for the course templates. I'm going to show you how in a little bit. You can do Elementor pages for the individual units, but you can't make it as a template at the moment. But you can do Elementor pages for those. So let's tackle this top bar first and the menu. And this is specific to Ocean WP. If you're using a different theme, you probably won't have that top bar, or you might have something else you want to get rid of or add in. But for Ocean WP, if you go to Appearance and then Customize, we can get rid of just another WordPress site by going to Site Identity and just delete this tagline or create a different tagline if you want to have a different one in there. And to get rid of this top menu bar, this title bar, we go to General Options, Page Title, change it from Style Default to Hidden, and that'll refresh and remove that title bar. And now if we want to add a menu, we can do that here as well. Go to Menus, create a new menu. Let's give it a menu name. Let's call it Main Menu. It's a pretty good name. Check Main as the menu location, then click on Next. I'm going to add items, which is going to add menu items. And this will be picked from pages on your site already. So I'm going to create a custom link for the home page and go to the account page, which I want to show you. Those are the only changes I wanted to do in the customizer. So I can hit Publish, and we can see the menu up here in the top right. Now if I go back out to our course page here and refresh, we see that that top name, that top title bar is gone, and the menu is added right here. Now I want to add a widget at the top of the sidebar. So if we go to, back into Customize here, click on the X to leave it, then go to Appearance and Widgets, and then go to WP Courseware's support documentation. And this link goes directly to the shortcode so you can get to the rest of the documentation on the left-hand side here. And I want to create a user progress, overall user progress shortcode. This is going to be a summary of all the courses the users signed up to and how they're progressing in those courses. So I'm just going to copy this shortcode and add a text widget, which is this guy right here. and paste in the shortcode. Click on save, come back on here, refresh, and we're going to see all the courses that we're signed up to and the progress. Then click the drop down bar, you can see what progress they've made, and the courses will be listed right through here. And that looks pretty good so far. We're going to spruce it up some more with Elementor in just a minute, but first I want to show you the account page, because that's where your members can manage their accounts. If we click on there, it's going to control click to open that in a new tab. We can then head over to the courses tab, and your members can see the courses they're enrolled in and their progress, much like the progress bar on the side over here, although this one does not show a percentage complete, and this one does show a percentage complete. So that's pretty nice to have that inside an account area where people can view their courses and their progress. And before we get into customizing the course page, which is this one here, using Elementor as the page builder, there's one quick thing I want to show you. Go down to WP Courseware and then click on courses to view all of your courses. And when you hover over the name of a course, you can click on classroom to view who's in the classroom. You can also go to edit and there'll be a classroom link at the top, like these links up here. If we click on classroom, we can see everybody who's enrolled as well as their course progress. And that's reminded me on the account page where that shows you their course progress for that individual user. You can see the course progress for everybody in the classroom in here. And that is pretty darn awesome. And detailed progress can be viewed by clicking on this link right here. And you can see which modules and units everyone has completed and what quizzes they've done if there are quizzes. And that is pretty useful information if you take the teaching process seriously. And speaking of quizzes, I didn't quite show you this at the beginning, but if we go back to courses and then go to edit, and we click the drop down here for the module, and we see our units, and we can click on add quiz. And that will allow us to create a quiz. And we can make it so they can't progress until they complete the quiz. You might not want to have a quiz after every single unit, but you can do that if you want to. And that's how we add quizzes. So I'm going to go ahead and install Elementor, and we're going to level up this page with a custom template. Something really nice, snazzy. If you don't have Elementor Pro, which you need to have the custom templates, you can actually create a custom WordPress template the old school way by creating page templates, PHP file templates, and design whatever you like for courses. It's not simple, but it's doable. Elementor Pro is way easier. And that's what I'm going to show you because I know a lot of you guys have Elementor Pro. So let's head back into the back end, go to plugins, and then add new, and then add new again. I guess I didn't go to add new to begin with. Sorry about that. Look up Elementor, click on install now, and then click on activate. I'm going to click on add new again. That's the base Elementor plugin. The Pro plugin is another plugin that goes on top of that. I'm going to upload it because you download that from their website, and drag and drop it right into here. Click on install now, and then click on activate, and then click on connect and activate. Click on connect. Now we're up and running with Elementor Pro. To add a custom template for a page, like a course page, is super simple with Elementor Pro. Let's go to templates on the left and click on theme builder. You can also go to save templates, gets you kind of the same place. And I'm going to click on create your first template. Click on add new template under that heading. And from the first drop down, I'm going to select single, and then I'm going to select course. I'm going to name it course template, and then click on create template. And to get up and running quickly, I'm just going to choose a template. Just going to find one that I like. Kind of like this one here. Click on insert. And this is a very nice template. And we're going to delete most of it and adapt some of it to be what we want it to be. First, I'm going to change the template to be full width by going to the gear icon in the bottom left, choosing page layout and Elementor full width. Now we see everybody stretched out a little more. And I'm actually going to get rid of this first section here. I'm going to get rid of this section. I'm going to get rid of this section there. They have negative margins. I'm going to go to the navigator, and I think this is the section I want to get rid of. Yeah, so delete this top section. And now I have just this section. And this is what I want to use for my headline area. So I'm just going to get a title or a heading widget. I'm going to plop it in there. And this heading is going to be dynamically added, and it is going to be the page title. So if I go to here for post, and as we can see, it pulls in how to compete in a triathlon, which is the name of our course. So that's fantastic. And I'm going to change the background color of that widget to white. Background color white. I'm going to go to advanced here and add some padding. Let's not do that. Let's add 20 on the top, 40, 20, 40, something like that. I want to move it to the left. So I'm just going to add 50 and then negative. And now a little bit more. I like how far they have the testimonial over, so I want to have this one about the same. There we go. That's good enough. And I'm just going to increase the font size. Typography, font family, I'm going to make it Open Sans. And the size, quite a bit bigger. And the color, I'm going to change to a dark gray. And I could actually keep this testimonial here, but I won't. I'm going to delete it. Testimonial gone. I'm going to change the background color of this column to be green, different green, turquoise. It's hard to see with the lights in my face. Greenish color. So now we have this nice image here, which was nicer, but you can replace it with whatever you want, clearly. And we have our title, which is pulled in dynamically, and we're going to add a shortcode for the actual course content. So let's add a full section. Let's look up shortcode widget, drag and drop that in there. Now we need the shortcode. If we head over back to WP Courseware shortcodes, and we can have the course outline shortcode on here, which goes onto a course page like this. And if we scroll down, it gives a bunch of examples of shortcodes with more data. And I'm going to choose this one, which is going to show the description. It's going to show module descriptions if we have them, and the actual course content, or module and unit information. Go back into Elementor, paste that right in here. Let's just wait till it loads to see how it looks. Unrecognized course ID because it doesn't know the course ID. To find it, go to Edit Course. On the right-hand side, we see the course ID in this shortcode right here, which is number 2. So if we go back to Elementor, let's change this 1 to a 2. And now it should pull in the course information. And there's all the info. Going to change the show title to false, or you can just delete this parameter completely. And that will just take out this title up here. The module descriptions, which I have here. The swim is the title of the module. Swimming techniques is the description. So if you don't want to show those, just delete module description true. Just going to delete both of these. And now we have our course information. We didn't add a course description. You add that under description here. We haven't added one of those for this course, but if we did, it would be showing right now because we have that set to true. We can delete that, and it won't change because we don't have that description. But now we have I think, a pretty legitimate course page. The fact that we have to enter the course ID number in here means that this template can't be applied to absolutely all the courses. It'll be specific to this course page. So for each course page, or each course, we have to create a different template and add in the correct ID here. I've tried it with adding dynamic content using the post ID and then adding the first part of the shortcode. That's kind of a long shot. But adding the first part of the shortcode before, the other part after, that doesn't work because the post ID is pulled in as number 48, but it's not number 48. It's actually number 2 is the course ID. If we could pull the course ID somehow, which I haven't figured out, or isn't an option in here, then it could work. But at this point, we have to do this course by course. And so when you save this page, we're going to see our conditions here. You can apply it to courses and then all. So then all courses will have the same template. But what you'll want to do is look up the specific course. pick that course because this template will be specific to that course because that's the one whose ID we have in there. Click on Save and Close. And now that's been saved. Now if we go to our course on the front end and refresh the page, we're going to see a major level up in the design. This is a 5-minute template design here. I'm sure you can do a lot better giving a little bit of time, a little research on successful course page designs, but I think it looks pretty good. And we can click into any one of these and it's going to load the regular theme pages now, not the Elementor template. So we're going to go to the page we saw earlier, which is this one, which can be customized with the theme, either in Customizer or the theme options or whatever theme you're running will have options to customize it, which you can then use to customize this page. The only thing I would really change is getting rid of these widgets below the progress bar. And that's pretty easy to do. You can just go into the dashboard, go to Appearance and Widgets, and then just click these little down arrows and then delete each one. And then come back out to the course page or the unit page, refresh, and now we have just our progress bar. It's pretty minimalistic, but I like it. And most courses these days are video courses or at least have some kind of PDFs or images, and those would be displayed in the middle here. So this looks quite bare because there's no real content to the course, but if you had course content, this would actually look quite nice, I think. Because it's nice, it's clean, it's minimal, it looks good, I think. But if you want to use Elementor to design this page as well, go back into your dashboard, go to Elementor and Settings. For post types, check the Units box, click on Save Changes. And now if we go out to this unit page again, click on Edit Unit, we now have an Edit with Elementor button here, and we can use that plus the shortcodes that WP Courseware gives us to create an Elementor templated page for these pages, if that's what you want to do. I'm not going to do that, but you certainly have the option to do that. Now, the last thing I want to do before I wrap this up is I want to show you how to actually create a product in WooCommerce and have someone be able to buy that and register for your course on your website. So to do that, let's head over to Products, which should be right under WooCommerce, and click on Add New. And let's call this the name of the course, which is How to Compete in a Triathlon. You can add more content for the description here. Good idea. Give them benefits and reasons to buy the course. Go down to the bottom. Going to create a virtual course. Now we give it a price. Let's call this $47. And then click on Publish. I'm not going to configure the rest of it. If you have a product image, definitely add a product image. Definitely add a description. Add categories and tags if you have a lot of products to categorize. But I'm just going to do this to show you how it actually works and make this saleable. And so I'm not going to do all that. Now that we have the product created, we have to add another add-on to the site. So go to Plugins and then Add New and look up WooCommerce WP Courseware. That should bring it up. And it's this guy right up here. Click on Install Now and Activate. Now this is added an option under WP Courseware called WooCommerce. Click on WooCommerce. We have our product name listed here, which is the WooCommerce name, with a product ID of 69, and this is the only course we have on the site, and currently this is marked with an X, which means when someone buys this, they do not get this. We want to change that. Click on Edit Course Access Settings. Courses user can access with this product. Check the box for your course, or multiple if you want to, if you're selling bundles. Do you want to retroactively assign these courses to current customers? Yes or no, which means people who bought it already, bought it previously. Do you want to add them to this? You can choose yes or no. This would be an example of when you add a course into a bundle. For example, maybe you stop selling this individually. Now you sell a triathlon course and a biathlon course. If you check both those boxes, but you have previous customers that bought just the single, and you choose yes for here, then previous customers who bought just a single will be given the additional course automatically. Nice little feature. Click on Save Changes when you're ready. And let's return to the Course Access Settings Summary. And that little red X turned into a little green check mark, meaning when someone buys this product, they're going to get this course. Now, if we head out to the live site and we go to site URL /shop, it should take us to the WooCommerce shop. And it does. So here's our course right here. No product image. I recommend you add a product image. I'm going to click on Add to Cart. Now the add to cart button changed to a view cart button, and we have a little 1 added up here. This is Ocean WP's functionality. We can go to view cart or checkout. I'm going to click on view cart so we can go through the entire process that someone may go through. And now they can view the cart. And there's one very important thing that I haven't shown you yet to make this work properly. We have to go back into the WooCommerce settings. So let's go to the main WooCommerce settings, WooCommerce and settings. Under accounts and privacy, we need to make sure that this is not checked. Allow customers to place orders without an account. That is not checked. The reason you want that unchecked is you want all your customers to create an account because the course is delivered to them in that account. So if they can't create an account, or if they have the option not to create an account and they don't want to and they don't, then how are they going to get their course? So do not allow that. The second option is very important for returning customers who can then log into their account and then have the course added to any courses they already have in that account. So check this one, uncheck this one. And lastly, we also want to check this box to allow your people who are checking out to create an account right on the checkout page. So then they can have the information that they use to log into their account immediately. Click on Save Changes, head back out to the cart, click on Proceed to Checkout. A lot of stuff is filled out already because my browser does that for me. And there's no account creation section because I'm currently logged into an account, as you can see right here. So let's go to incognito mode and go to the URL and try that process again. Go to the shop, click on Add to Cart. This widget up here was the course project, course progress widget, and that's not visible when you're not logged in. And you might want to customize that to not be on your WooCommerce checkout pages. That shouldn't really be there on a completed website, but it's here for our demo site. Now we have that in our cart. Click on View Cart. And there it is right there. Proceed to checkout. Returning customer, click here to log in. So if they do log in, this course will then be associated with their account, which is fantastic. So now we're just going to fill this out really quick. So fill the form out. Going to enter our Stripe testing credit card information and click on Place Order. Now the order is complete and our widget up here starts working again. If we go to Account, we have been auto-logged into our user account. There's no admin bar at the top because regular users are not admins. They shouldn't see that admin bar. They shouldn't have access to the WP admin area, and with WP Courseware, they don't. But we have our account page that we saw earlier with our courses listed on here. As you can see here, we can go through this course, and under Account, we can change our passwords because we did not set a password in the registration form or in the checkout form, but they can change their password in here. And after they register an account, you might want to email them saying, update your password, here's how you do it. Because that is a bit of a missing link with the WooCommerce setup, but at least they have options to do that. And now if we go back into the main site and we check out who's in our course by going to WP Courseware and then Courses, hover over our course, click on Classroom, we now have that second user enrolled in the course. And that's how easy it is. So the only difference between what we just did and a real live website selling courses is that Stripe was in test mode. Switch your payment gateway to live, whatever your payment gateway happens to be through WooCommerce, and you're selling courses live on the internet and you're collecting real money for them, which is fantastic. So to wrap this up, I just want to show you the awesome features that WP Courseware comes built with. So if we head out to their website, flyplugins.com, and then go to Products, WP Courseware. To get the 25% off when you order, the discount code you're going to want to use is WPLL25 off. It's in the description down below as well as on the screen right now. We can have a read through all the stuff that comes bundled with WP Courseware. This is not including any third-party or even Fly plugin developed add-ons that you can add on, like that WooCommerce add-on that we added earlier. Drag and drop editor, protect your courses. You don't need a membership plugin if you don't want to have one. Membership plugins will allow you to create membership levels if you want to do that, but you can also just sell your courses individually, not assign to specific levels, just sell them individually and just have those people buy the courses as they wish. You can drip out content on the schedule, add quizzes, you can grade courses, you can manage your students. We saw a little bit of a student management as we were doing our work here. Course certificates, email notifications can be customized, membership integration, if you do want a membership site, Course prereqs, instructor roles. You can use any theme or page builder. Built-in shopping cart. You don't need to use WooCommerce. We set up WooCommerce because it's one of the most popular ones, but you don't have to have it. You can sell lifetime access to your courses if you want. Recurring subscriptions, offer free courses, GDPR compliant, and that is a lot of the settings, a lot of the features, but there's actually even more. If you go to the site back here, we only really touched on courses, modules, and units. We didn't do quizzes, questions, didn't look at students, didn't manage order subscriptions, coupons, tools, or settings. So there's a whole lot of ways you can customize this plugin and create exactly the course experience that you want. So if you're interested in building courses on your site, make sure you check out this plugin, link in the description down below. That's how quickly and easily you can create and sell courses online using the WP Courseware plugin by Fly Plugins. If you haven't checked it out yet, make sure you do. Link in the description down below. Also, make sure you click subscribe and ring the bell so you don't miss any videos that I upload. And next up is checking out this video up here, which shows you how to configure WooCommerce, which I did before I recorded this tutorial. So check that out. And check out this video down here. It's the one that YouTube thinks you should watch. And until next time, keep crushing it, and I will see you in the next video.